Good morning, everybody. Good day,
Good morning.
good evening, wherever you are.
It's cold today.
It's cold.
Cold here
Yeah,
in Chadsford, Pennsylvania.
yeah, East Coast.
Little
Big,
snowstorm coming up the coast. Yeah.
yeah, we really feeling that the energies. We were talking this morning. It's the inauguration tomorrow, as you know, in the United States. And regardless of how you feel about any candidate or what's going on, there's definitely a feeling of something in the air. I don't know if you're feeling it, but we feel it too. And what's really interesting with everything with Michael's mom, and as you can see, he's back and
Yeah.
we got her settled into her new place. It was like this urgency to get her in before the 20th. And the other thing was my one son was out of the country and supposed to be gone all month. And something shifted this week at work and he had to fly back yesterday. So he's now back in the country, So I think people are being kind of put where they need to, not that anything's wrong or going to happen, but it's just interesting to watch the energies.
Yeah. I don't know that I have much to say on that. All those things. It's just everything is shifting so much that we're in for some surprises, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But surprises, outer surprises in the world events always are the result of inner work and inner energy and tuning into the inner frequencies. You see it in businesses, you see it in everything, really. But so we're just grateful that we're catching this upsurge and the supportive energies. I think we're kind of washing, clearing, and then there's some kind of little opening here that we're stepping into, I think so. Till the next push, right?
Yeah. I think for me, like, you look at where I was last week and you look at where I am this week. Um, we talked about purification and really going into the eye of the needle. And for me, I just did. And I feel I said to Michael, I feel like I'm coming back. Am I ever going to come back online? And it was such a dark space. I don't know what it was, if all of it was connected. Some of it was connected to me personally and my soul and clearing out my own stuff, and some is the collective, and looking at the loss and destruction in California, and the sadness about his, aging and what happens with elderly people is, in that whole process, and it's just disheartening. But underneath that all are divine miracles. And I feel today my word was gratitude, which I haven't felt very grateful lately. And I do feel it. And we shared yesterday in class, which was awesome. Thank you for those who signed up and had this amazing activation. And if you still want to join the class, you can. Yeah, we'll send you the recordings and then you can join. But Michael did amazing work while he was out in New Mexico. And some of you may know the caregiver for his mom had cancer, went away and came back, and she was supposed to have a double mastectomy at the end of this month. And this is the power of this group, any group, I would say.
Our prayer.
Prayer, as well as leaning in. Michael was doing a lot of energetic work, talking with her. He reached out to Anne, those of you know, Dr. Anne, um, got great insight on Ayurvedic support and help. And she went back for her follow-up, and they don't have to do a double mastectomy in 2 weeks' time. And they're going to just do another lumpectomy and get her supported with. So what I say is there's such an opportunity. You can stay in the heaviness in that, or she really empowered herself to take hold of her health and do some practices and reach out, connected. And I know all of you may never know that you're involved, but you are, because you were holding her in your heart and prayers, and it's extraordinary. So I'm in such a level of gratitude of the miracles that can happen when we come from a place of service and love. And yeah, so
Well, when we come together, we talk about this a lot, and it's worth sharing again, because it's always great to be reminded of our contribution, right? And when we come together, we create this vortex or group soul energy, group Merkaba. We are the bridges. We are the bridge that between this dimension and the other dimensions. We kind of accepted this role. So we're gonna make the best out of it, right? We're gonna turn, what's the thing? Lemons into lemonade, or is that the one?
when you get a bunch of lemon, make
Yeah.
some lemonade, add a little sweetness to it and some sunshine. It's pretty good.
Yeah. And I just want, do you want to share a little bit about what you felt yesterday when we opened up that corridor, that bridge, that conduit?
Yeah.
Do you feel comfortable sharing it?
Yeah, I've been having dreams where I keep hearing, "You are the bridge, you are the bridge." And it's all different kinds of crazy, some of them are just crazy. And the one thing about my dream time is I can sometimes I can see myself, witness myself, but be myself at the same time. So I'm in double, like, observing and yet experiencing and seeing through my own body. But we did this activation yesterday, and I'm hoping that this comes in where these amazing plasma beings came in. And what I realized and felt, the mind knows one thing, but I felt they are me. I am that in these higher dimensions. And I felt such love and comfort and being held. And it was this like beautiful, moving, refined, you know, colors. And so I was up connected to them. And when Michael was bringing us back out of the practice, I wanted to stay with them. And they went into my field and they said, "You are the bridge." And so I brought them into my field and went down into the earth, and they meant the bridge into the core of the earth so she can experience the healing and the love and the light. And our human DNA helps these higher frequencies connect into the earth. So as she moves and ascends, she can express herself without being caught in all this lower vibration and drama and distraction and gloom and doom and destruction. So I don't know if that's what you wanted me to address, but I was so emotional. I didn't want to come out of it, but they said, "We're in your field now. We're in your Akash. We are you." So it was really
Yeah, it was
yummy.
beautifully said. It's like this tube, this conduit of 12th dimensional frequency that the humans are designed to hold. We're designed to hold that frequency. When we come together, we create that, like a scalar wave, instantaneous connection between this galaxy or this universe and the upper universes. And these beings can use that to pour through us and to pour into the grids their level of consciousness, which is just amazing. And so, we think we're ascending and we're moving up and we're going, but we're also allowing these transmissions to move through us in these meditations, in these activations. So I just wanted you kind of get a sense of feeling that, so that when you're in the meditation, you may feel these plasma beings come to you. You may feel them in your field. And there's a whole bunch of different ones, right? And we may do even a course on that at some point in the future, but they come as these particular ones are about the stargates and the star grids and the bridges between the realms and the bridges between this world and the next world and the bridges that within this world. So they're working with us and we're excited about that. I mean, that's freaking awesome. So we're gonna bring that intention and awareness of feeling them, and it's such a nourishing, loving, God
Nourishing.
love, God nourishing energy. And you may feel certain parts of your chakra system activating. Each plasma being has a kind of a different domain, right? So I guess that's all I wanted to say about that. The
Yeah. And
plasma beings want to be, I think it's nice to acknowledge and to feel and show them, because you might feel them as clairvoyance, or you might feel them as clairsentience, or might even feel with telepathy. They may start to talk to you. So
I will say the practices that we're doing do activate the chakras, and the chakras do eventually blend, and you become that bridge, the rainbow bridge, those lines. And as you become that bridge, it's not like you travel along the bridge and you, after you die, you are the bridge. So you are eternal. And for me, I feel it more in my field, like the lines of the bridge, and they are connected with the lines and the portals on the surface of the earth and the inner earth, not the inner earth that's been manipulated or controlled, but it's the inner earth of the divine, that diamond core purity, which is like paradise. And that's what we're connecting into. And that's what we're helping free and express and become the reality, not the other timeline that is filled with contraction and distortion and technology and manipulation. So, yeah,
ready to meditate, honey?
yeah, yeah.
All right, let's go in. Let's do a nice long
Yeah,
meditation
nice,
today.
long, juicy meditation. If you just make sure you can all be muted, that would be terrific. Mm.
Just check your posture. Feel into your back. Even if you're laying back, you can kind of feel into your spine and just kind of drop into your spine, allow the body matter to kind of move around your spine. Presence your spine, presence that connection to your root chakra, to your tailbone. And close your eyes and bring your attention to your third eye, your connection to your spiritual plane, spiritual guidance. And as usual, we're just going to take a deep breath into our hearts so that we can all synchronize together. So I'm breathing in. And we just hold, allow the energies, the prana, to charge, and then exhaling out. At first, we're just going to exhale out just equally, passively, just kind of in the auric field. Breathing in. And when you hold in your heart, you feel the charging that's coming from the deeper place within your heart. That's the Krystos plasma energy. And then exhale. And breathing in. And as you hold, and the energy starts to connect at the center point. There's like the little opening there. Call that the secret space within your heart, or the inner chambers of the diamond heart. Eternal flame, source point. And exhale. Now, as you're breathing, just have an awareness of you're bringing energy through that aperture within the secret space within your heart. in the inner heart chambers. Great. And I want you to begin to allow your awareness. With each breath, you're focusing more on that aperture, that inner opening between the different realms within your heart. I want you to focus really intently on the aperture itself. It's almost as if you're bringing the energy through the aperture, but the energy that's coming through the aperture is also charging the aperture. You could call it aperture, you could call it a stargate, you could call it an oval. Sometimes when we call it an event horizon, but there's also the event horizon, which is the energy that's held within the apertures. As you move from one side to the next, just begin to concentrate and focus on bringing energy in. Holding, charging. And when you feel like you've charged it to the max, and just allow that healing energy to move anywhere into your auric field with your intention for healing yourself. You're starting to get a nice flow now. Good. Continue to breathe in and filling your heart space. The heart space itself is becoming more tangible. And I want you to move your focus into allow your awareness to move right up to that aperture, as if you're putting a hand on the silver white or pale silver energy field held within the aperture. You can kind of reach out energetically, kind of test that aperture. Just see how you feel how you connect, feel the energy that comes through the aperture into your light body. And you'll notice that it just matches you exactly. If you wish now, just go ahead and take your other hand, your energetic hand, and place that in on that aperture of energy of the silver white screen. It's almost as if your hands are like little vacuums. They're kind of pulling energy in through the vortex, through this aperture, into your palms of your hand, into your accitonal lines of your fingers. And just feel how that silver white, pale silver Krystos energy is kind of moving through like a liquid light. So it moves through your knuckles and through your bones of your hand, into your wrists, through the arm bones and elbows, up into your shoulders. And when it gets to your shoulders, just kind of take a deep inhale and pull the energy from the shoulders into the high heart, into the lungs, and into your heart field. That's it. It's almost like you've got this silver white energy, and there's like two different frequencies of this silver white, pale silver energy. It's like an 11, that's like a 12 and an 11 and a half female male. As you pull them in, and you may even feel like let's pull your shoulders back, lock it in. and allow the energies, the two shoulders, to become like magnetic force fields that hold in the energy, and it kind of stretches like force fields of energy between the two shoulders. It kind of creates this cylinder. It's a little bent out around the heart and high heart. It's vertical left to right with magnetic force field lines, almost like the axotonal lines that you see in the Alex Gray pictures. And you can actually see the silver threads moving through the arms into the shoulder blades. They're kind of charging up at the shoulders. And you've got these two vertical, they're much more than two, but it's like the two come together and create a cylinder around your heart and high heart. And as you breathe into your heart field in your heart, energy kind of wants to move up into your high heart and up into the center of that vertical cylinder. And what you're doing is you're kind of creating a sphere filled with the silver white six-starred Merkaba. And you're charging it with your breath. You're bringing energy up through the aperture of your heart. Simultaneously, you're bringing the hands, the energy through the center of your heart, through your fingertips. Seems like an oxymoron, but you're in both places simultaneously. You're in your inner heart and feeling what's happening in your physical vehicle right here and now. See if you can hold both awarenesses as true for you. Both flows of the energy from the aperture within your heart, up through your heart fields, into your spine, and up into the silver white Merkaba. It's filled with the female and male electric magnetic energies that are coming from your shoulder blades that are being charged up through the fingertips. We're just going to breathe here for a while, just allow that energy to expand and solidify. Just continue your breathing into and strengthening that field of your high heart. Good. So that cylinder is charged up pretty much fully for everyone here now. What I want you to do now is I want you to bring the energy in. With the inhale, you're going to breathe into the center of that sphere surrounding your high heart with the silver white energy that's been charging up. And I'll tell you first, you're just going to breathe in, hold it, charge it, and then you're going to exhale and blow it through, out, horizontally, left and right, through the shoulders. And you're going to open up two cones to the right and to the left. To the left shoulder, to the left, and the right shoulder is a cone to the right. Two little seals here we're just going to open up. Breathing in. Holding in your high heart and your thymus, feeling the energy turning and churning into that cylinder, starting to accelerate, and then exhale. And then start to breathe inward from the left and right cones, which are outside of your shoulders. See if you can feel yourself breathing in and taking in the energy in through those cones, through the shoulders, into the electromagnetic field surrounding your heart, high heart. Breathing in. Holding, and then when you just exhale through your high heart, just allow the energy to go where it wants to go. Excellent. Again, breathing in. Exhaling. We have a kind of a tendency, because the heart energy is much stronger than the shoulder energies, to breathe into the heart energy, high heart. But I want you to breathe through the shoulders, through the cones. Bring the energy in. Breathing in. Through the shoulders into the conduit. Yeah, that's it. That's better. And exhale. You may feel your back getting straighter, spine becoming more charged. One more time from the shoulder blades. Breathing in. Hold. Yeah, that's it. And exhale out. One more time. Breathing in. Hold. If you feel like the inner part of your chest is being pushed outward, and that's good. It may even can be a little uncomfortable, but energetically feels really good. And exhale. Allow your breathing to return to normal. And just notice how the energy is flowing now. You may feel kind of like an illumination in your around your shoulders, or a vibrancy that you haven't felt before, a charging that's happening. And the charging is coming from the energy that's coming through your fingertips and the energy that's coming up from your inner heart. Just continue to just equalize and allow the energies to move through some of the density here. You may feel your antakarana, which is that tube of light around your spine. It kind of stretches from your root to your crown, but it also stretches down to Mother Earth and above you 3.5 feet into your galactic chakra. There's some energy kind of spiraling down through that tube. You may feel it kind of like descending clockwise through your antakarana. Just tune into it. See where it's moving for you. It's kind of already moved down to the heart for some of you. Some of it's still at your crown, your third eye. Some is even around your back, lower back, around your tailbone and root. And you're just the conduit. You're like, oh yeah, this energy is kind of just flowing through me, but it's kind of headed through me. It kind of keeps going down through my feet, down through the core of Mother Earth, to your first star chakra, 3/4 of a foot beneath your feet. It just kind of keeps going right down into Mother Earth. And you may even see it and follow it just to be interested in how that plasma energy is connecting down into the Earth star beneath your feet, because you can be there simultaneously. And if you wish, you can go ahead and start to breathe from that center point in the core of Mother Earth. There is a mini you that's also there. For some of you that know, go ahead and switch your consciousness down into your Buddhic self, held within your Merkaba sphere at the core of Mother Earth. And again, from that perspective, feel the descending clockwise plasma consciousness as it moves through your mini me, your Buddhic self. Again, through your own personal divine human template, and back through the root, back down into core of Mother Earth. Good. And just breathe here. Just enjoy. Enjoy the mixing of these divine energies. Okay. Have a mini Buddha you in your Merkaba sphere within the center point aperture, stargate within the center of your heart. And then there's one here at the core, the diamond core of Mother Earth. They're both triangulated with you that's in, it's like a vertical axis and a horizontal axis. And you in your physical, personal, 3D self are holding that triangulation. And the silver white Krystos plasma energy is moving through your antakarana on its own, charging up the crystalline core. And what you may notice now is your crown chakra. It's almost become not only opened, it hasn't opened as a cone, it kind of opens up as a spatial, again, another kind of event horizon opening horizontally, like the top of your head moving forward towards your frontal lobe, back towards your medulla, left and right over your ears. And you may feel like the aperture of the crown chakra has kind of plasma waves. You're emitting plasma waves through your thousand petal lotus. As you stay focused and anchored in your spine and in your tailbone and in your root, it has the effect of charging up. So begin to breathe through that lotus flower configuration of your crown chakra. Not to do anything, but to synchronize. Let it draw you upwards. Let it draw the energy upwards through your conduit of your Antakarana from Mother Earth. So you kind of have these very subtle energies that are moving through your Antakarana down into Mother Earth, and yet now this energy of your crown is pulling Krystos energy from the diamond core of Mother Earth through her event horizon, that you have a Buddhic self there. And it's very ever so gently, it's very gentle, it's very soothing. Good. It becomes more as they integrate, the two currents integrate together. You'll start to begin to like feel a peace, as if you're in the eye of a hurricane. The energies have a tendency to feel like they're stopping at the crown, but just have the energetic that you're opening your crown, and the upward flow of them is still moving upwards up into your soul star, 3/4 of a foot, and up to your galactic transient chakra, 3.5 feet above. Good. Those are going to continue now. Bring your attention back to your Buddhic self within your heart. If you feel comfortable to do so, move into the event horizon. Allow the your awareness to move into and just stay in the center. This is your 0 point field. This is an image of your 0 point field. Your 0 point field, no time, no space, all time, all space. And as you step in and you held in that infrastructure of the oval around, you may feel it creates like a cocoon. But the cocoon's not limiting in any way. It's more of just a shield. And you're in no time, no space, holding your pillar of light. And we're going to hold ourselves in this healing chamber together. Just continuing to breathe and allowing the currents to move through the transient chakra above the 14th dimension, and from the 15th dimension, Earth star chakra, Earth core chakra beneath your feet. Just become more aware of how you are in the 0 point field. Your awareness. What are you aware of? Beyond the energetics that are moving. What's underneath? Even let go of the energetics all themselves. Just be in this peace of your eternal spirit. As you rest in this 0 time 0 space, fully opened in your consciousness, your awareness of your spirit self, you may still or feel some imagery being transmitted to you through your chakra system. You may get some images, you may get some time and space images. You may be able starting to feel like you're have your angel wings and you're kind of flying. Notice how effortlessly you're just moving through time, space, through form, through etheric energies, into pre-matter consciousness, before matter, before etheric energies even. It's as if your angelic self kept flying deeper, deeper, higher, higher, higher. And now you're in your Krystos pre-matter, plasma, eternal consciousness. You may not even be aware anymore of the aperture, but it's okay. You know how to get back. Just stay in this no space, no time, and allow yourself to assimilate this very refined. It's almost like it's beyond even a mist. It's beyond any form, really. It's just pure consciousness. of your Krystos avatar self. If you can sense your Krystos self as that container of consciousness, with your individuality still aware within it. And allow yourself to let go of your hold on your awareness into just this, much as you will allow yourself to just allow yourself to expand into your Krystos self. Allow your Krystos self to be pulled into you. At the level of breathing and merging. In the next breath, we're just going to breathe into our, still have a version of our self-image held within this Krystos conscious, eternal Krystos consciousness of our avatar self. Just kind of breathe into your heart, into the event horizon, no space within your heart. Breathe in the Krystos energy. Hold, and then kind of radially, very softly, push out through the image of yourself, as if you're teasing out the image of yourself. Excellent. Let's do that again. Breathing. Feel the core of God's source within, strengthening Krystos energy. And just very gently, in all directions, God's source, Krystos consciousness through your form. Notice what parts of you are still kind of holding on to the form, and that's okay. You may even feel like the body itself is kind of triggered a little, that it kind of, the density is moving, Krystos energy is moving through the density of your physical body simultaneously. It does have that effect. Yeah, now I would like us to go ahead and the next inhale, through your Buddhic Krystic self, within your eternal Krystos self, you're pulling the energy up through your antakarana, through the core of Mother Earth. Breathing in. Into your heart, charge Krystos divine energy, and tease it out, expand it out into the Krystos avatar self around you. holding you in eternal nature. Again, breathing the planetary template, Krystos template, up into your heart. Feeling the diamond heart, receiving the Krystos template, and then exhaling. The planetary grid into the Krystos avatar self. Let's continue to work that circuit. Breathing up from the core of Mother Earth into your heart. Into your eternal avatar self heart. And expanding that consciousness into the eternal Krystos. Now, bring your awareness back into your spine, into your physical body, and the Krystos is breathing back into you through your form, through your egg, into your spine. As you were teasing outward before into the eternal Krystos, now the Krystos is teasing back into you. Take it into your spine, into your chakras. Already, some of you have merged into both simultaneously opening. The in-breath comes in from the Krystos. It also comes in to the Krystos. And as you exhale, as you go out into the Krystos, it's also coming into you. Hold both of those simultaneously as one. What you'll start to notice now as you integrate your energies, or like pulling the energies up into your high heart, allowing your high heart to shine like you're a beacon. Gold and silver white Krystos light. It's also filled with magentas, violets, pinks, and light blue, celestite, aurora frequency. You may feel the aurora energies. They're kind of like funneling up through the course, they're coursing up. They're coursing up from the core of Mother Earth through your antakarana, around your antakarana. You kind of almost feel like a very nourishing liquid fire energy, just inundating your heart, high heart, throat, crown, pineal. And just be the aurora flame. Anchored in the diamond heart of Mother Earth. Anchored on the surface in your Krystos grid. Anchored in the heart, your Krystos avatar self. One last thing we want to do together. Feel the Merkaba that's in your high heart that's been held between your shoulder blades. Breathe in and duplicate it. Hold it, charge it, and then bring it up through your throat, through your pineal, and just put it in your third eye now. As you exhale, just push it into your third eye. Allow everything that you've done now to be induced, induction to your 6-strand DNA, to your spiritual connection, and integrated into your pineal crystalline diamond structure of your 7th dimensional oversoul. Re-encrypting your oversoul and soul templates. When you feel your third eye is cleared and open, bring your hands in namaste at your heart. Bring your awareness back to your third eye, simultaneously leaving it open there, and bring it to your heart, into your spine, into your breath. Feeling the prana of your lungs, bringing you back to this realm, and then slowly opening your eyes. Namaste. Namaste.